function. Did he allow a doctor to be brought in?
When Melcher was diagnosed with an enlarged heart, he was quickly admitted into Mount Sinai Hospital. But it was too late. After lapsing into a coma, Marty Melcher died on April 20th, 1968, at the age of 52. As Doris grieved for her husband of 17 years, her son stepped in to help sort out his stepfather's estate. Only 26, Terry Melcher had become a successful record producer, handling such popular groups as the Byrds. But as he began to take stock of the family's finances, he made a shocking discovery.
For the first time, Terry did an audit, and he went to the lawyer Rosenthal and said, "What about this? Look at this." And Rosenthal kept saying, "Don't bother me, and I'm in charge, you don't know anything about this," treating him like a little boy. Terry was no a little kid, lost among the giants of finance. So he hired his own lawyers, and they came up with a revelation. All the money was lost.
Terry broke the unthinkable news to his mother. The couple's attorney and financial advisor, Jerome Rosenthal, had squandered every penny Doris had earned in the last 20 years and left her $500,000 in debt. Doris was also shocked to discover that Marty had signed her to an exclusive contract with CBS to star in a new television series.
She didn't have any idea that she was even going to do the show.
Taking on the role of the show's executive producer.
You know how sometimes if you really have to do something, you find that you just can, when necessity is the great mother of invention, I guess. We had 8 weeks to basically mount the show and pick a location to film it and do post-production and score it, and we delivered.
69, actress Sharon Tate and 4 others were murdered by followers of a charismatic madman named Charles Manson. To her horror, Doris learned that her own son might have been the intended victim of the Manson family's killing spree. Terry had once auditioned and politely turned down the fanatical cult leader who fancied himself a talented musician. The fact that Terry and his longtime girlfriend, actress Candice Bergen, had only recently moved out of the house where the murders took place strengthened the possible motive.
The police elicited from Manson his hostility toward Terry because he had rejected him. So both Terry and Doris now were warned by the police that their lives were in danger. They were both given protective custody. They were given police around the clock.
Exhausted from both the Manson ordeal and the enormous responsibility of helping to rebuild his mother's finances, Terry's health spiraled downward. In the summer of 1971, a motorcycle accident on a winding road outside Los Angeles shattered his legs and nearly ended his life. For 5 days, Doris prayed by Terry's bedside as doctors fought to save him.
And she would go all the way to Hemet, which is, good 90 miles or something. Come back, go to work, but never go, "Oh, I'm so tired," or no cranking about it. She didn't share her grief. She never would say, "Why me? Why is this happening?"
She was able to help him rehabilitate his legs, and I think for the first time she was really actively able to give him something that was tangible, and it helped produce a real bond between them.
6 months later, when Terry left the hospital, Doris invited him to move into her house where he could finish his recovery. Together, Doris and Terry had found the strength to conquer their problems, and they'd grown closer in the process. With her life back on track, Doris Day was thankful for her blessings and ready to lend a voice to those who couldn't speak for themselves.
The facts coming from a coffee.
Got some sort of criminal past.